right back into the Night Storm. No reason at all to engage this army with a cannon supporting it and lots of ways for it to hide from him. So I've essentially taken a base and lost nothing. And going to be moving a single drone up here to drop down this hatchery. I like this because this Nidus Worm with these rocks up makes this base really strong. If he comes up here and he takes out these destructible rocks, then he moves in with his big army. I just take all of my drones and put them in the Nidus Worm, and then pop them out here, and voila. He might take this Expo out, but I have another set of destructible rocks preventing him from moving down into my main, allowing me to get my forces home. And as you can see, I'm moving another Overlord over here to get some scouting in as well, realizing, holy crap, Nidus Worms on Kulas are amazing. I threw one down here and took out his main base. Why don't I throw one down here after I pop out some Hydralisks and use high ground advantage to harass this mineral line? And so this strategy, and actually I think I canceled this missile attack because that was way past that point. Yes, I definitely canceled the missile attack because I thought the Stalker was going to kill this because it was literally about to kill it. And then he moved it back whenever I attacked, and so I ended up canceling it for no reason. So he's going to move in, see this with his observer, realize I've got a very strong, or a very heavy roach Zergling build, and the Zerglings don't even have speed, they're slowlings. So he's probably going to continue making some Immortals and Zealots. And so I've only got 2 Hydras, just 2. Like, I really don't have that many forces. I don't have a strong economy because I'm trying to do this without queens. So as you can see, I'm macroing off of 3 hatcheries, and I still don't even have this destructible rock down. I'm still essentially playing one base, knowing that going this walled in build is not going to be very effective against a player that can macro well. It's only going to be effective if I can harass. And okay, so he has an observer here. I would like to see myself morph this to an overseer. That way I could take it out and continue to harass with the high ground advantage. He might just GG out if that were the case. And so at the same time, realizing these forces are pretty much worthless up here because roaches don't have a good range, he's going to be throwing down a Nidus Worm. It's in range of this, but this harassment here has got all of his attention. He's not going to see this little blue dot on the screen. Maybe a better player would, but I certainly wouldn't. And, you know, I'd like to think that if the player is playing around my caliber, it's fair enough of a strategy that it might work and might be at least useful to learn. And so once again, going to be taking out this Expo right about when it gets going, really trying to deny him, to put him on my level. As you can see, he pulled all those workers from that expansion down to this one, saying, oh, this one's safe now because the Hydras are there. And once again, not engaging this army. It's really important that you use these Nidus Worms to make your army survive, because if your army can continually survive, you can make a single base play work. You don't want to just throw your forces away like most Zergs do whenever they come across armies like this. And so the Protoss has been defending this whole game. He's been completely pushed back. He's got horrible saturation. I've even got some drones up here, probably going to be throwing down some spine crawlers to really reinforce the shutting down of this expansion, and I think this is completely fine. He's got a base here with no workers. He's got an expansion here. By throwing down some spine crawlers here, yeah, it's investing a lot of money, and they can just move around them and attack my main, which we're going to see happen in a few seconds. But it really is worthwhile. I don't think that I should use all 5 of the ones that I'm probably going to end up doing. Yeah, and see, I'm going to use all 5 here, and then immediately after that lose my Nidus Worm. And I should throw another Nidus Worm down, cancel these, and get them all home. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Oh my goodness. But instead, I just decide, hey, I'm just going to make a giant ring of spine crawlers because I'm awesome. But anyway, I should throw another Nidus Worm down just because these forces right here are clearly worth the 100 investment it would cost to get those forces home if a big attack would be coming. And see, I still haven't even saturated this base. Like, my macro is failing like horribly. I'm so confused by how to play this drone or this queenless build. You can't really go, I don't think you can really go Zerglings that effectively with a queenless build because they require too many larvae. So I've decided, you know, to stick with this strong Roach Hydra build, and the Roach Hydra build really works effectively on this map with, and you see I'm spewing creep in order to make these spine crawlers not die. This positioning I like because no workers can do anything here. So he's effectively on one base. He's got such a horrible economy. And he's going to be moving out here. And another great thing about this, oh my gosh, oh, it's level 2. Okay, I was about to say, this poor little missile attack is like the little upgrade that couldn't, because it always is getting destroyed right whenever it's about to finish. So this one spine crawler is buying me time. This is like horrible positioning on these sentries. They're trying to run in and hit it. They're having some positioning issues. He's Protoss. He's not used to dealing with Zerg who walls in. It's giving me time to run this Roach Hydra army around. And then look, he takes out the hatchery, which spawns broodlings, and keeps his army busy for a few seconds while the rest of it's getting decimated. And then I can bring in reinforcements from the back to, or rather from the front, to completely surround this army. It's just really effective. It's kind of turning the tides against a Protoss player. Harassing, like almost like, you know, Void Ray or Reaper or Banshee style harassment as Zerg, and then following it up with defending yourself well enough that his little weak, I have to do this now because I'm going to lose if I wait any longer, push just fails miserably. And so I really like this game. I was super excited that I got away with doing it without any queens. I mean, I don't know if this is the best way to do this build. You could probably just use queens, not build a hatchery up here, but rather just wall in with Evo chambers and get away with it probably even easier. I like the hatchery wall in because 1250 health does so much for you. Maybe even a second one, although I found that 2 hatcheries next to each other actually are not Zergling tight, and we're probably not Zealot tight either, and so that's kind of a pain in the ass. I lost 2 or 3 Zerg versus Zergs because I had a great wall in, and then Zerglings were just like, nope, we're just going to walk right by. So anyway, hopefully this game will be somewhere on the day 9 Monday Fun Day, or Fun Day Monday cast. Probably not, because I think I'm just not good enough player for him to pick it. But I do think it's a pretty sweet concept. And it actually got me excited to play random again, so I'm probably going to end up switching back to random. And I realized it's kind of important that I play random whenever I'm casting games, because no one wants to just see Terran games, and if I'm going to be casting my own games and doing some kind of commentary on what happened, then I really need to be playing all the races. So I'll be going back to doing that. Just going to be playing Terran against Kif because he's amazing. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I really enjoyed this, and tune in next time. Bye, guys.